Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and I think this is the best way to start off this video. Has Judge Torres made her decision? Is today the day? Let's go XRP. We've got ourselves a skyrocketing XRP at 45 cents. We're up over 15.95%. And Riz XRP had said, let me see, show you what he said. That's music. I hope I don't get hit on that one. But anyway, he says South Korea. And if anybody that was around in 2018, South Korea 2018 flashback, all of it came out of South Korea. And then by pure coincidence, CoinMarketCap dropped the Asian prices overnight and didn't tell anybody they were going to do it, and it deflated the XRP bubble. Now, check this out. We're hitting 44 cents. We're up over. Let's see what it says on the main page here. And the beautiful thing is that it's not XRP's doing its thing independent of everything else. Over 15% in 24 hours. It was. Let's look. It was as low. I mean, this is what's happened. It's gone from 37.5 cents to as high as 44 cents. According to Fiat Leak, that's 45 cents in just a very short period of time. This guy says whales are buying XRP. I decided I'd go back just to show you while we're here and show you some of the historical days that XRP has had. And I went to this investing.com and looked it up. The best performing XRP days since 2015. The top is 179.55% on 4/2/2017. You'll see what happened. I've told the story on here. Back in 2013-14, I had put my XRP up and thought maybe I had been wrong, and then I woke up somewhere in 2015-16 when this was going on, and I realized that I had not been wrong. And then, of course, in 2017 and all, this happened, and then into early 2018, and that's when all of the coordinated FUD and the campaign against XRP began. That's when Jay Clayton began working on the Ethereum free pass with Andreessen Horowitz. You know the story. But these are the best performing days since 2015. Back then, it had zero legal clarity during any of those days. We haven't even had a utility bull run. XRP is the most attacked cryptocurrency on CoinMarketCap for a reason. Release the Kraken. By pure coincidence, the guy that founded Kraken, the Kraken Exchange, Jesse Powell, was one of the guys at Ripple from the very start when Jed McCaleb founded Ripple. Many don't know that. Then Ashley Prosper says, my predictions: Ripple summary judgment granted in part, denial in part. SEC summary judgment denied. Ripple settles with SEC on denied part of summary judgment. No appeals. New York Attorney General wins Supreme Court case against KuCoin. SEC targets Ethereum. I think all of those sound pretty reasonable. Here's a tweet many of you never saw, and I saw it going around this morning. This was from Elon Musk, and it's been no secret. I have always said that I felt like Elon Musk and potentially a lot of the PayPal mafia members were somewhere behind XRP and XLM. I've always felt like this is the case, and that that the X's in the name had everything to do with that. He's never even mentioned the word Ripple or XRP, and that's part of what has my antenna up. He had tweeted this out: one coin to rule them all, back February 11th, 2021. Frodo was the underdog. And he does a reference to Dogcoin there. All thought he would fail, himself most of all. And he happens to put XRP BTC pair up at the very top here. Okay? One coin to rule them all. And that reminded me of Okay, the pest control guy knocked on the door, and so that messed up my flow. Here's where I was. I was talking about this tweet by Elon Musk where he says, one coin to rule them all, back in 2021. And it reminds me of this. This was, I've shown you Kendra Hill, who disappeared off social media. We talked earlier this week about how she had said that people assume Bitcoin can't be shut down or whatever. She also said the world only needs one. Before the digital age, using one world currency was not possible. Now we're able to connect with people around the globe in seconds. One currency would be ideal. One coin to rule them all. All right. Ripple is at the Paris Blockchain Week. Ripple President Monica Long, and let's see who this is, with FinTech Frank. And then we've got Cindy Young, who's going to go on the master stage at Paris Blockchain Week. Then we've got, who is this? This is Marcus Infanger on stage. Liquidity, usability, and regulatory clarity are the building blocks needed for real asset tokenization to take off. He is the RippleX VP of Growth. Then we had, here's the booth at Paris Blockchain Week. And then here's another angle of that. Ripple's featuring the largest and most important cryptocurrency event in Europe. And then outside, this is the guy from Uphold, Dr. Martin Hisbach, and he took a picture of these little cars. XRP Ledger, get on board. XRPledger.org, XRPL.org, that is. And then there was another photo right here that was taken. XRP Ledger. That is cool. So we see Ripple has a presence in Paris, France, but in good old United States of America, XRP Las Vegas will happen in 45 days. It's being put together by Digital Perspectives, Brad Combs, and I'm hoping to see a Ripple presence there. That's going to be pretty interesting. If you want to check that out, it's xrp-lasvegas.com. I'm not involved other than I support the cause because it'll be the first XRP conference ever put together. Full conference. Eleanor Hurd on the Hill SEC Chair Gary Gensler has been asked to testify in front of the House Appropriations Committee next week. Unclear if he has accepted. Why does he have the option? I thought they were supposed to be in charge of overseeing him. And then Caitlin Long from Custodia Bank, she doesn't mince words. This is her talking about scandal, outright scandal with Signature Bank.
Scandal, outright scandal. This is theft of private property by regulators who did not have the authority to take a solvent bank and put it into receivership. And I do suspect that there will be litigation over that. Did the regulators have the right? Again, finally, you're having some of the regulatees be in a position where they can sue the regulators for overreaching. But that's what it takes. And the fact that these regulators have not had anyone sue them for decades, they've just grabbed power that they didn't actually have. They've way overstepped their bounds. And if this is correct, and I don't have any reason to doubt Barney Frank, because he did have inside information. He was a director of the company, and he himself admitted that he was a bit of a crypto skeptic. So for him then to say that the regulators put a solvent bank into receivership, I think the stock was trading at something like $40 before it was put into receivership. This was not a stock that went to zero or close to zero. So that is theft of private property, and it's going to be challenged.
My question is, where were all these Bitcoin, Ethereum, Maxi people when we were uncovering ETHgate for the last 2 years? Where were they? All of a sudden, this government gone wild who are breaking the law. We've been uncovering it for over 2 years. Where was Caitlin Long and all of her friends? Where was Laura Shin? We kicked and screamed and begged Laura Shin to cover it. We even were there to help to try to tell her to cover it when she was writing her book, and she didn't cover it. And then Meta Lawman says, I did not see this coming. The very anti-crypto editorial board of the Wall Street Journal confirmed Signature's seizure was motivated by regulators' hostility toward crypto. They then say that the banking regulators forcing crypto companies to move their customers' money offshore is not such a great idea. What's next? Charlie Munger has second thoughts on Bitcoin. You never know. And then here's Christine Lagarde.
Where do we stand? We central bankers, we have been operating as a monetary anchor in relation to the commercial banks and the private money. If we are not in that game, if we are not involved in experimenting, in innovating in terms of digital central bank money, we risk losing the role of anchor that we have played for many, many decades. And we have historical examples of period where the central bank monetary anchor was not there, and that precipitated crisis after crisis. That certainly was the case at the time of the free banking in the 19th century. Do we want to go back to those days? Probably not. I would say certainly not from our vantage point, as a result of which we have to respond to the demand for those digital payments in order to maintain the role of anchor that we have been playing.
Let me sum it up for you. We have to have CBDCs so that we don't lose control of the financial system. And then there's this, folks, almost as if on cue. How many years have these guys been anti-Ripple and XRP? So many. This is Ryan Selkis, 2-Bit Idiots company, Massari. These guys are covering their butts right about now, folks. This is an entire thread from Massari acting like, oh, we just figured out that XRP, the XRP Ledger is this thing. For years, they wouldn't even talk about it. And if they did, they acted like they didn't understand and that Ripple was a scam and all this. Despite the external pressure being applied by U.S. regulatory authorities, XRP Ledger, supported by Ripple, aims to provide it's like a commercial here, folks. These guys are acting like they completely understand and that this makes the most sense of anything. Almost like what we've built this entire freaking channel about for the last 5 years. We've been telling the truth while all of these people, because of no telling what kind of monetary incentives, have been not telling the truth. And that's the fact, Jack. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe and hit the like button. And tell your friends and family that we've been screaming the truth from the rooftops for the last 5 years while 99.9% of crypto has been talking about cartoon monkeys and Bitcoin and Ethereum that didn't make any sense and didn't work. It was never Bitcoin and it was never Ethereum. Thanks for listening.